Welcome to another episode of the Center Circle podcast, your favorite podcast, my favorite podcast for everything football. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, Patrick, and I'm here with my guys, my favorite people to talk about football with, the most controversial people to talk about football with. I'll start with Little Giant. Little Giant, how far now?
Hey Patu, how was your Easter?
Easter was good. Easter was
It came
alright.
and went away too fast
Too quickly.
before I could do what I planned to do. Plenty of sports that weekend, lots of excitement, upsets. I will be chewing them in the course of the program. But above and beyond, I'm very bummed.
I can't wait for it. Chappy! So smile, smile.
Exactly, you know the
Chappy!
vibe now.
Uh-uh.
The weekend was a beautiful weekend. Um, Easter celebration. I mean, we all know about the Easter celebration, and most importantly, the English Premier League. The two rivals, you know, they didn't do what I expected them to do. Ironically, but they drew, and I think I'm still at the best place, the best position already.
Perfect result for Liverpool, yeah. That's why I'm so happy, this guy. Anyway, we'll get to that in a sec. First
Okay.
things first, there's something we need to address. So something happened very recently, very recent development. Now, Adidas and the German national team are splitting ways, right? Now, this is kind of like a big deal. Why this is a big story is because Adidas have been the only kit maker to sponsor Adidas, to sponsor the German national team since Germany started playing football. That's how big this is. Adidas, as you know, is a kit maker based in Germany, a manufacturer based in Germany, made in Germany. So it's a very, very big thing. This is the first time they're splitting ways. Apparently, from what we hear, they made an offer of 50 million to renew their, the deal that they had, and then Nike came in with an offer, a counter offer of like 100 million. The FA in Germany just decided we're going to take that. They did not go back to Adidas to like have a renegotiation or anything like that. And for the first time ever, someone else is going to be making jerseys for the German national team. What are you guys' thoughts about that? Because there's a theme here, there's a story, there's betrayal, there's a lack of loyalty, there's money. Talk to me.
Well, business goes with the laws of demand and supply. I think the law of supply is playing out here. The higher the price, the higher the quantity supplied. And the German national team, the German machine, the Mannschaft, is looking to be rechristened, reclothed. I think it's a conflict that is coming home. Historically, there was a time Adidas was Catholic with the German team, such that Jens Lehmann couldn't almost get into the team under his Nike sponsorship
Yeah.
and compulsorily to adorn an
Adidas
Adidas
boots.
boot. All of these intrigues. I don't now know if this is part of the revamp the German national team need, because they've not been so glorious recently after that World Cup they won back in Brazil in 2014. But sentimentally, this made in Germany, that marriage, give or take, has been beneficial across the years. So why break now? But well, like we have discussing, money is involved. Nike doubled the offer, and Nike may have long been lurking on the wings. This is an opportunity they cannot afford to miss. Nike from the United States coming in to the heart of Europe in Germany is a big kill.
Big
It's a
marketing.
big marketing stunt they are pulling off. I do not know how Adidas can recover from this. Maybe they need to
Yes,
also look
because
for
that's like
another market.
that has been their surest. Like they've known that for years. They could always just have they have the German national team. To not have that will need a whole new like strategy or something. Chappie, I want to get your thoughts on this.
Well, I don't think it's a lot to talk about because I just feel if you've been with someone or you've been with a brand for all these years, it gets to a point where you just ask yourself, maybe I should try something else. Just maybe. maybe I've been with these people for so long, and it's time to try some other things. Try to see if we can get some good revenue from the other guys. Maybe it's not about the money. Maybe it's not just about the financial gains. Maybe it's for the publicity. We know Nike is very popular in the America, in the South America, in Africa, and several other continents, and in several other sports too. Remember basketball?
Yeah,
Nike
yeah, yeah.
have a contract with Michael Jordan and so many other athletes. So maybe Germany wants to tap into that you know that market.
Moving on. Thank you very much. Champions League. Finally, we get to talk about some actual football. Now, on the last episode of the Central Circle podcast, we had conversations about the Champions League.
Okay.
But there's new context here. Now, the quarterfinals have not yet been played. We're still waiting to see some of that. But again, like I said, there's a little bit new context here. One of the new contexts is something that Little Giant said to me when we had a little bit of a brief conversation before we came on. And what he said was, with the performance that Arsenal put up against Man City, where they've broken a record, I think that draw that we saw in the Premier League,
It was the first
that's the first time Man City hasn't scored at the Etihad
in
in
60 something games, maybe.
60 something plus games. So
Yes.
that's something. So Arsenal are resilient. We've been able to see that they've gone to there. So we're talking about this Champions League now. What do you think? Because you were very, your mouth was running when we were talking about this.
Sure.
Arsenal versus Bayern Munich now. Now, what's your feeling looking at that fixture?
Arsenal, Bayern Munich. I still stand where I stood before. Arsenal stands no chance.
This is like it's just
Now I'm saying this. I'm saying this with the calmest tone I have. That shows that I'm actually saying this respectfully this time. The last time I was saying it with a little bit of arrogance here and there.
because Chooks was here.
Maybe,
Chooks is
maybe the reason I'm calm is because he's not here.
Yeah,
Because the
Chooks
last
is-
time the guy was Chooks was just all over the place. He
Chooks
was.
is a worthy Arsenal ambassador.
Yeah,
I understand.
and
I understand his plight. I understand.
He'll-
he's
he'll
trying
be
to
back
defend
soon and I cannot
his favorite
wait.
Team. But like I said, when you say Arsenal stands a chance, now let's take this back to reality and logic. Bayern Munich have won the tournament 6 times, 5 or 6 times thereabout. Now, from the group stages to the quarterfinals, I don't think they lost a game. Maybe they lost one game, maybe, or maybe they drew a game thereabout. Now, you compare that to Arsenal, who maybe drew 2 games in group stage, or I think they lost a game in the group stage too, right? Yeah. Now, you find out that there's a different mentality you play with in the Champions League than in your home league. In the German Bundesliga, the Bayern Munich is nothing to write home about. They're not having a great season. They just lost 2-0 recently to Dortmund. You understand? Now, take you back to Arsenal. Arsenal are doing great in the Premier League. Kudos to Arsenal. They are playing perfect, excellent football. They have the most goals in the Premier League right now. Exceptional. Then when they go to Europe, what is their leverage in Europe?
But Chappie,
Hold on.
You just said
Hold on.
Okay,
hold
go
on.
on.
Let me complete the statement.
yeah, go ahead.
Now, Bayern Munich won the Champions League recently in 2020. No? Yeah, I think 2020, yes. No, 2021.
Okay,
Sorry, 2021.
Okay,
They won the Champions League 2021. If anything, they can go back to that and watch their clips and say, what are we doing this season? I mean, we've won this thing recently. We can we can put 2 and 2 together and win this thing back again. You understand? Now, Arsenal, on the other hand, they don't know how it feels. The Arsenal team, the Arsenal Football Club as a whole, have never won anything in Europe. Where do they draw inspiration from?
Okay, so first things first, let me just
Okay.
start by saying that there's always a first time for everything. Let me start
Yes,
there. The
but-
second thing I want to say,
But
which
not
is
against
how
a team who is hungry
how
to win.
how have you like completely like so you've just said it yourself. Bayern just lost in the Bundesliga. They've been terrible in the Bundesliga. They just lost to Dortmund 2-0. Their hopes of winning the Bundesliga are completely shattered. Leverkusen is taking it. Arsenal are just coming off a draw at the Etihad, kept Man City, Erling Haaland, and all the other superstars out at the Etihad, which hasn't happened, like someone said, in the past 60-something plus games. So there's momentum and capacity showing itself there. So I don't think that it makes sense to just like, I mean, you say Bayern can just like go and watch a couple of old videos from 2021, but how come they can't watch the videos of when they won the Bundesliga last year?
Well,
and,
look,
and make that compete?
That is why I say
Chapter two, let me-
wait,
let
hold
me
on.
jump
There
in.
are different mentalities when you play your home league and when you play the Champions League. Okay.
Okay.
Now when you play your home league, when you mess up a particular game, you can always tell yourself, "Oh, we go again next week. We go again next week. We go again next week." There's always a next week to recover for the past week. But in the Champions League, when you lose a particular game, you can't get it back.
Okay.
You can't.
Uh,
So
I
that
mean,
is why you need to take every game as it comes.
Chappie, when did Bayern lose to Dortmund?
Just last week.
Just last week. How many games? Bundesliga, they don't play. There are not that many teams in the Bundesliga as they are in the Premier League.
18.
18.
Yes.
So we're closer to the end of the Bundesliga than we are to the end of the Premier League.
Yes.
And in the Premier League, we're like 8 fixtures left.
Yes.
So this is crunch time. This is the time where you either you lose it or you get it. Like this is the end game. This is it. And then Bayern lost to Dortmund. They are in a situation now where they are chasing Leverkusen, right? Losing that game is detrimental to their hopes of recovering some sort of miraculous turn of the table in the Bundesliga this season. There must have been that mentality going into that game against Dortmund of we cannot lose this game. But they lost the game. And you contrast that with Arsenal, who knew that they couldn't lose against Man City because then City have a 3-point leverage on you. Liverpool is going. You lose that game, that's basically title gone. And they stuck to the tax. They didn't lose. And we still have a 3-horse race with about 7 fixtures to go. So I really don't like it. I get what you're saying, right? In like pedigree and all that because Bayern have won the Champions League before. But we still have to like pay some sort of attention to what we're seeing in front of our eyes now.
Well, in Europe right now, you have a good premise. A league is different from the Champions League, but it is teams from leagues that play in the Champions League. And in Europe right now, I want to believe without any error that Man City is presently rated ahead of Bayern
All right.
performance-wise. And Man City are defending Premier League champions.
Defending Champions League champions.
Arsenal went there and neutralized them. Man City are defending Champions League champions. So if we are talking Champions League, it was not the Champions League match. But Arsenal were playing a double champion, and it's on record in history that Arsenal were able to force that champion to have only one shot on target recorded.
At home.
Yes. So,
At the Etihad.
And Arsenal were the away team. And then, again, Champions League is not Premier League, but position for position, individuals in Man City can match people in Bayern. Coaching-wise, you and I will put Pep Guardiola above a Thomas Tuchel. So it's a fertile comparison to give us now accolades as a boost going into the next game. Where Bayern, we hear you are as good as your last game. Bayern are faltering. Arsenal are chasing a title neck on neck with
City and Liverpool.
And Liverpool. Bayern are struggling to keep afloat at pace with Leverkusen. And the wise thing to do, if you cannot win, is not to lose points. Sorry, which Arsenal did cleverly in the most of hostile locations. So I believe there could be more argument at times. With all of these facts, Arsenal, take it or leave it, have sent a message to the Allianz Arena.
Now I love what he just said. You just actually sealed everything I said. Now Bayern Munich know they have nothing to play for in the home league. So now they have to put their
You
whole
think
resources.
they've given up?
They have given up. Yes.
What's the point, guy?
You can't do nothing.
I think it's about 10 points.
No, 13 points gap.
Okay.
You know you don't have anything to play for in your
But
home
if you
league.
keep losing, you also lose your second position.
They've gotten their heads off their home league. It is
So,
as simple as that.
so how are
Now,
we? How
now,
are
hold
we?
on,
How
hold
are
on,
we in
hold
this
on, please,
situation?
hold on, please,
Actually,
hold on, please. Now they have the Champions League to play for. That is what they train for. They know, oh, Bayer Leverkusen has gotten the home league. No problem.
Do you agree that
They've
in
gotten
Europe right
they've
now,
gotten the home league.
City
There's no
is
problem.
higher rated than Bayern?
Bayern.
Do you agree to that?
It's possible, yes.
What do you
And
mean
that's
it's
now,
possible?
and
They are
that's
the
now,
defending champion.
and that's now plucked City with all of the stats you have.
Do you know? Do you really
So how
understand?
come
Do you really understand how this thing works? Do we understand? Do we all understand how this thing works?
Chappie, why are you coming?
Do you
at-
understand how this thing works?
Wait. So what you're saying now is what you're saying.
What
is,
I'm saying
when
is-
when it comes to that match now, let's ignore form.
Okay.
Let's ignore everything that Bayern has played this season.
Okay.
You just feel
You
like.
can't just ignore these things.
But that's what you're doing.
No.
I'm making my point for you.
That is
You're the
because
one
you did
ignoring
not allow
it.
me finish. You did not allow me finish.
Okay, finish your point and let's
What
see.
I was saying is, if and only if Arsenal are really serious about the Champions League, then they have to tell themselves, "Oh, okay, we need to pipe low on the Premier League road." You can't.
What do
You
you
can't.
mean piping low? How do
can't-
people emerge treble champions and double?
Do
how
you think?
they?
Wait, do you think Arsenal will come up treble?
They've
treble?
done that before. They didn't win the treble, but under Arsene Wenger, Arsenal have done doubles.
I wouldn't
Look,
say
your
much about
motivation
this.
is
Wait,
wrong.
what I don't understand.
I wouldn't
What
say
do you
much
want they
about
should pipe
this.
low?
Chappie.
I am giving you.
Your
I am giving
motivation
you.
comes from your recent results. As every club in Europe, and I dare say Nigeria, South America, whatever league you play, all the cups available, you put your best foot forward.
Exactly.
So at the end of the season, you take stock.
Exactly.
And look, it's glorious. I'm not an Arsenal fan, you know that. I said the chances for Arsenal winning the league for me is the slimmest put in comparison to Liverpool
City and Liverpool.
But for Arsenal to go to Etihad, where Guardiola is clawing to defend, Guardiola is the league defending champion. His aim is to sit where Liverpool sit now before Champions League resume. It's a big advantage, so that when you go on the continent, you've safeguarded your home results. And Arsenal plundered Man City. Look at the stats now. They tell you in how many 60 years.
I want to ask you a
How many
question.
shots on target?
I want to ask
Where
you,
were the
in everything
Haalands
we
and
do-
the...
in everything we do,
So I'm sorry,
we need to,
if
in
Arsenal
everything we
could
do,
deal
we
with
need to
those
bookmark
guys...
history. We need to check history in everything we do.
Okay.
Manchester United had a treble in '99,
Okay.
right? Recently, Liverpool won. That was 2 years ago. They won the FA Cup, Carling Cup. On the last day, they lost the Premier League title to City,
Okay.
and they lost the Champions League final to
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, right? Good. Now, that is actually the type of mentality you don't build in a season. It takes years upon years upon years of hard work. I am not discrediting Arsenal for their form. No. You guys just don't see the point.
So have Arsenal been impressive?
They are very
Let
impressive.
me even bring this to
Wait,
mind because no,
don't
calm
cut
down
me
because you
short,
just said
please.
something. No, this is
Hey.
necessary. I've let you talk for a bit. This is necessary. I need to bring this to your own because you're the
Okay.
one who just said it. You've just brought out instances. Manchester United have won the treble 1999. Man City won the treble last season. You just spoke about Liverpool losing the Champions League final to Real Madrid in a season where they won the FA Cup and the Premier League. What does that tell you? It tells you
The
that
FA
when they
Cup and the Carabao Cup.
and the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
What does that tell you? It tells you that where did they finish in the league that season? Just to be sure.
Second. One
good.
point difference.
1 point difference. So what does this? What information are we deriving from these examples that you've just given? You learn from this that when a team is playing, they are not isolated form is not something that we see consistently in football. We had it with Chelsea once. The season they finished fifth, they won the Champions League. But that's not a frequent occurrence. Most of the time, when the team is playing well in its domestic league, it carries that form over to Europe. It carries that form over to the other domestic cups. So we're talking about two teams now. Oh, hold on. We're talking about two teams now. Bayern Munich, not good in their domestic league this season. Via contrast, you have Arsenal stuck in a three-way title race with tough teams like Liverpool and Manchester City, who are the treble winners, defending champions of the Champions League,
which
defending
will
champions of the Premier
drain.
League.
It will drain
This is the point.
their
Wait, the
energy.
point I'm trying to make is: are you not seeing that the words you are using your own mouth to say?
Okay.
Are you not noticing the points? Even the you are countering yourself by opening your mouth to say it. You are saying that a team won the Champions League, won the Premier League, won the FA Cup in one season. It means that they were not drained by playing well in the Premier League. They did well in the Premier League and then they reproduced in the Champions League and reproduced in the FA Cup. You use your own team as an example.
The funny thing is,
No, let me ask you a question.
Let me tell you something
Why
funny.
why is it now
let
when
me
it
tell you
comes to
something.
Arsenal?
Let me say
When
something.
he didn't drain Liverpool. When it comes to Arsenal,
When
he
it comes
drained
to-
them.
Let me tell you something. Last year, did Arsenal play in the Champions League last year? Did they? They didn't.
They did. Go on.
Okay, good. The year prior to that, they didn't. Right? The year prior to that year, they didn't.
Okay.
It's like, I think for like 10, 12 years, they were absent in the Champions League. Right? Now, that is what I'm saying. I was talking about consistency.
How many years did Liverpool not win the league before the one you won recently? Do you know? Should I tell you? Do you want me to say it?
Okay, say it.
30 years.
30 years, right?
30 years before
But
the
there
one.
were times
before the one you
Liverpool
won.
came second. There were several times they came second, right?
I mean, that's not winning.
Good. Wait, hold on. There were times they came second, right?
That's not winning.
There were times they came second.
That's not winning. What was your league position the season before the one you won?
Second.
Second. Okay.
Yes. And,
And
a
then-
1 point gap.
Okay. No problem. But the point is, you didn't
That
win
is
it.
what I'm telling you. Consistency.
Consistency
Listen,
in coming second.
consistency
I think
in
we are taking too
fighting.
much on this Arsenal
In
thing.
fighting,
There is
Arsenal-
something in football
Look,
called
look.
upset. Consistency or
Look,
not.
Let me tell you.
You know, there
If-
are
let-
upsets.
let-
Let's-
if an
move
ex-
no,
on.
let me gi- let
no
me give you
pro-
this.
no
Let me give
problem.
you this.
Let's-
Let me
let's-
give you this analogy.
Okay.
If you were a hunter, you head into the forest to hunt, and then you don't get any game, and then you find out, oh, there's nothing. Then while you are heading home, you find something you can actually take home. Would you take that thing? Would you really focus to at least get that thing, or you still think about, oh man, I need to go back to the forest and
There
try to
is
see
no
if there's
table
something.
for hunting.
I don't understand.
Week in, week out,
Where-
there is a
why-
table for the
In fact,
Premiership.
the funny thing is,
moving
the funny
on,
thing is, this
because
is not even
that-
the Champions League
that-
final.
that
This is just a
analogy-
match. This is just a match
It's a
against
big
Bayern
match. That's
Munich.
why we are commending Arsenal.
It's a
that
quarter-final.
Arsenal are going to that match with the right mentality.
Like,
Don't worry.
To
like
be able to
besides
get such a
besides
result,
that match,
When
besides
that day comes,
that match aside,
when
that
that day
match
comes,
aside,
and
all
after
the
that
other
day,
quarterfinals
you
are
all
still
will see
in
that
the
I
same.
said this.
All the other quarterfinals are still in the
To
same
be a-
context.
it-
That's
be
what
a-
I was going to say.
The one with Bayern
be
and
a
PSG,
disaster, trust
there's
me.
no
No,
new
Barcelona, PSG.
Barcelona PSG,
Uh-huh.
Barca PSG. There's no new
And
context.
PSG are also topping their league. See, all of these teams are just where they should be.
The only situation that something happened and it's required us to revisit, it's like, oh, we've seen all these matches and we have an idea of how these things will play out. But what Arsenal did at the Etihad prompted some sort of, okay, there may be something here. They may not go to the
I've
to
told
the
you
Allianz
that
Arena
match was
and be
watched
pushed.
by the Bayern, whoever.
They may
that
not.
matters.
They're not going to go there and be
There
pushed
are
pushed
times,
over.
I'm sorry to cut you
Yeah,
down.
sure,
There are
please.
times I've watched on some of you here know. You will see an Alex Ferguson in Turin
Mm-hmm.
watching a Juve match ahead of an eventual Man U Juventus clash. So you don't say, oh, the league is there is
The league is important.
This coach knows this team, but just this last match to this match, let me come and see. They will even see who fatigued, what went. It's an ego, I think. And
There's no
look,
problem.
The Arsenal match was a big one
There
in
is
Germany.
no problem. If you say Arsenal are going to defeat Bayern Munich,
I didn't
there's
say
no
that.
problem.
I
No,
said-
that is what you're insinuating.
Well, okay, I wish Arsenal
are
that. I
insinuating
wish
that.
Arsenal that. For
You
them
wish.
to
No,
pull
don't
this
wish.
one against
Are
City.
you supporting Arsenal to win Bayern
You mean you
Munich?
still don't know if I wish them to win Bayern? You still need the word support.
You
But-
need to-
but-
you need to-
Okay, moving on because moving on, Chappie. Spotlight will be on you real soon.
Okay.
But anyway, I would still like to put period on this because I'll make sure that my own voice will be the last one on this Arsenal topic. I'm neutral, right? So I don't really like have a favorite. But what I will tell you for sure is Arsenal, be it aggregate score or in a single match, Arsenal are not going to be slapped the way they have been getting slapped by Bayern in Europe for the past. That one I can bet, I can put my money down. Bayern is not going to rag dog Arsenal. Whoever wins that match will sweat to win that match.
Well, last week you asked me a question, and the question was, who would I have preferred to succeed Jurgen Klopp? And then I told you my first candidate was Zinedine Zizou. And but I said, yeah, Xabi Alonso is a good idea, but just in case, if I were to be in the Liverpool board and you asked me that question to drop my opinion, my 2 cents, I would have told you Zinedine Zidane or maybe another proven manager. Okay, now that is by the way. Secondly, let me correct you. Xabi Alonso did not reject Liverpool.
Lies. Continue lying.
Did he accept?
Continue lying. Continue lying. No,
You know
let's
one
wait.
thing. You see one thing I understand about people who don't understand what people say is because they always find a way to twist words. Now, Xabi Alonso says he wants to develop his managerial career at Bayer Leverkusen, which is actually the best option for him because he's unbeaten this season. Doesn't mean he can leave Germany and come to England. That was exactly what he said.
So how is that not rejecting Liverpool? I'm sorry. Let me. If you ask a girl
You
to
have
be your girlfriend,
you have
Hold on,
two teams.
hold on.
You
If
have
ask-
two
if you
teams
ask a
going
girl
for
to-
him,
if
and
you
it
ask
is
a girl-
Liverpool now.
No, hold on.
You have two teams going for
ask-
someone,
if you ask-
and now it is Liverpool because I'm a Liverpool fan.
Follow me with this. You meet woman, please can you be my girlfriend? She's like, I'm not really open to being in a relationship right now. Is it rejection or is it not rejection? It's still rejection now. What are we
Rejection
doing?
is no, I don't want you.
There was
Who
an-
told? No,
That is rejection,
no.
yes.
Rejection
There
can
was
have.
an
But if I
offer.
say
There
no,
was an
I am not
offer,
ready.
Approach and it wasn't taken
Xavi
up.
was not available for them. That is
an
rejection.
L, bro.
So
It is rejection.
don't look at rejection like one taboo.
You know, it happens.
The rejection is I'm not
happens.
ready for this now. I'm not taking this now. I'm not taking this offer now.
But is that a rejection?
Of course it is. Did you?
It is an
as
it-
long
it
as-
is a-
as long
it's a
as-
rejection.
Of course
the
it is. If you can get someone proven, if you could get someone who's done it, who's won things, and really have a go at like competing. But I'm seeing a whole rebuilding process about to like
One
kickstart.
of the reasons I agree with you is it's history now, but I think the name of Sir Alex Ferguson should be immortalized. There was this huge Russian cash in Chelsea, a young, hot-blooded Mourinho. He took the league 2005, 2006. He dusted and disgraced Sir Alex Ferguson. The next year, 2007, Fergie won it off Mourinho, and Mourinho lost his job. We also had a Carlo Ancelotti. He came in, first season he did the double. Fergie was empty-handed. The following year, Fergie took it off him by 1 point on the last day of the league. He lost his job. We had the Italian man at City that won the Euros.
Mancini.
Roberto Mancini. After some trial and error with Mark Hughes, Mancini won it 2011, 2012. There was the Aguero moment goal. Fergie poached Van Persie, took it again off Mancini. And off Mancini when Fergie retired. We've had Pellegrini and then... So, this Klopp Guardiola comparison is... It would have been fine this kind of thing played out.
Yeah,
At no
like
time...
win one, I win
At
one.
no
win one, I
time
win
did
one.
Fergie had the budget of his rivals when winning it from them. But there was no rival of his that went on a streak.
Yes.
Except in fact Mourinho who did that 2005, 2006. So glorious Klopp, but unlucky Klopp. Were there to be no Guardiola in the Klopp time, it would have been maybe a one way. Just like good players like, let me mention Cesc Fabregas, lovely, excellent. He could never have sent Andres Iniesta, Xabi Alonso,
Out of the national team.
or Xavi Hernandez. So he was permanently benching, being benched, being substituted. So that's the Jurgen Klopp had a permanent ATN nemesis in Pep Guardiola. So if Ruben from Sporting Lisbon is coming in, just like the Fergie instance I've given, I don't know if Mr. Ruben Amori would rub off and give Guardiola some frictional years. Oh, Guardiola had won 2, he grabs 1. Guardiola has won 3. You can now see that the man is punching. So, and as we speak, fortunately or unfortunately, I must say there is a king coach in England. As a Man United fan, I'll tell you his name is Pep Guardiola.
Without a shadow of a
And
doubt,
that's
it's
a
not even
benchmark
debatable.
to any old or new coach. So if Amori comes second, believe me, nobody in Liverpool will be disappointed.
Yes.
It will just be, oh, he only lost to Guardiola. Because that's the best available. So, but give or take, change is inevitable. We don't know if it was good news or bad news that Jurgen Klopp made this his announcement we early into the season. But well, life will go on. There will definitely be a change. What I would think Amori should do, of all the teams competing in the top 3, Liverpool, good, they are topping the league, have less inventive middlemen. Yes, the creativity from the midfield. Liverpool has dwarfed it with wing play that has given them result. Of course, they are in the best place, first position. Maybe Amori should bring in his guys from Lisbon or wherever else that can bring a creativity in the midfield that will bring maybe supportive option to what the wings are already doing well. Maybe in that regard, because I don't like having one man king all the time. That's why I'm happy with what Leverkusen are
I do
doing.
into
Well,
Yes.
Bayern.
So
can I
maybe
say so?
somebody should challenge the
Exactly.
Guardiola and let's have more competition
Yeah,
instead of the
Exactly.
Farmers League
Because to be
situation.
very honest, man, it is just unfair that Klopp has been the one challenging, man. We have
Unfair?
Manchester United, man. They've not been.
Unfair.
No, it's true.
I wish
It's
Manchester
true.
United
I agree
can
with
actually
you.
do
I
something
agree
to.
with you 100%. I think that the Premier League over like the last number of
5,
years,
6 years.
like, and this is something that we don't have it on the list today. One, like, on the next episode, I'm going to like have a proper rant about this. But the Premier League has allowed itself to morph into a farmers league because there are too many clubs in that league who are content with not winning.
Yeah.
We see this every season. The season starts, you have clubs in the Premier League like Spurs, like Chelsea, like Manchester United, on day one of the Premier League starting, talking about finishing top 4. It's a disgrace. It's embarrassing. When you talk about, like, if we had a team like Real Madrid, and I'm not talking about Real Madrid because of their history or their affluence or the players they have. Talk about the mentality of the club. The only club in the Premier League today who will count it as failure of themselves if they don't win the Premier League title at the end of the season is Man City. If Liverpool finish second, they're satisfied. If Arsenal finish second, they'll pat themselves on the back and say, oh, we did a good job. If Manchester United finish second, glory be to God. If
You
Chelsea
guys
finish
will throw
second,
a party,
do you understand?
man, yeah.
How many we need, like, if Barcelona
Last year, Barca
Bar-
won.
if Barcelona-
This year, Madrid are leading.
if Barcelona loses the La Liga title by a point to Real Madrid, failure. If Real Madrid loses the La Liga title by a point to Barcelona, it is failure. They don't say we
Already, like in Bayern, they already
They
believe
don't
they are
say
failing.
in Bayern, the manager has already sacked this season because you have to win the Bundesliga, and it's a thing that I will talk about on another episode. Because you're talking about a league where you get paid 100 million for being relegated. The gap between who finishes first and who finishes second in the Premier League, in terms of the money that they're paid, it's not more than 50 million pounds. So where's the financial motivation to win? So that's a topic for another time. We'll get there. Still on the Liverpool matter, like Little Giant mentioned, I was still on you. Per situations over the weekend, Liverpool, and this is our last topic actually, but Liverpool are now top of the table. Not by a stretch, not by too much, but you guys are top of
That's
the
just
table.
where you want to be.
That's where you want to be.
Man,
And,
it's lonely at the top. Man.
you know, it was only at the top for Arsenal fans like last.
Oh, God, this guy.
Now, if you do win the league this season, then it's not like you guys really had an era, but at least it's 2 Premier League titles in 8 years is better than just 1 in 8 years.
Yes, I would
So
say so.
so there's that. But we're assessing how things are playing out now. The result over the weekend was probably the best result for you as a Liverpool fan because it puts you now at the top of the table.
Compared to their rivals.
But compared to your rivals, but not by a stretch. Arsenal and Man City will still be very, very happy to take a point out of that game. Maybe Man City a little bit less so, but rather draw than lose because they're still within touching distance. There are about 8 games to play. We have seen something like this before with this particular club before. Liverpool are not, they don't have the best history when it comes to shading, like being top of the table, a couple of games left to play, someone chasing down their necks. There's a little bit of a slip incident that's quite popular. I don't know if you know about it. It involves a certain Dembaba and a certain Steven Gerrard. I don't know if you remember, but I can see it in your eyes. You're seeing what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. But how do you feel as things are playing out? Because Arsenal, let's give it to them. They are doing very, very well.
By their standards.
They are doing very, very well. They did not get beat by Man City.
No.
In fact, they reduced one shot on target.
If you take the resources on display, City versus Arsenal,
it shouldn't.
budgetary wise, Arsenal had already won that because it's ridiculous.
So
the amount of resources deployed and the result got on your home turf.
So
Give it to Arsenal.
So you look at that. The running, the matches that you have left to play, the players you have available, the players that are fit. How do you see this playing out? You've got 8 games to go. Is it 8? Is it 8 games?
Yeah,
As
9
good as
games.
that.
9 games to go.
Yes.
9 games to go. How do you see it? It's very tight though. So
When you check the remaining fixtures for the season, I think Arsenal have the toughest fixtures yet. They've got United
Minus
to
Man
play.
City.
They've got United to play.
is that a tough fixture?
What was the
I'm trying
result
to
in the
credit
first leg?
Manchester United. Are
Why
you
are
guys
you trying
that
to credit
are you
it?
guys that poor? Come on, man, cheer up. You guys, United.
Do you know
Are
what?
you guys
We
that
are
bad?
not the ones to play the match.
Are you guys-
So
are you-
even
do you
when
know-
we cheer
Wow.
up here, the team to play are still there.
Do you know what Manchester United's
I
goal
need this
difference
banter
is?
from man. Why are you people
Do you know
making
what
me feel
Man
lonely?
United's goal
Eh?
difference is this season?
Apart from Man U, who else?
What's the goal difference?
Do you know
One.
Man United? Zero.
Ew.
Zero. Over 30 games played this season. The goals we've scored and the goals that we've conceded, you measure them together. The
Oh my
answer
God.
is 0. So Arsenal
So
are
apart
winning
from
the
Man
game.
U, who else?
They've got Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
They've got
Spurs,
Chelsea.
Spurs.
Yeah, they got
Chelsea.
Spurs. They've got Chelsea.
Chappie, why are we doing this?
Come on, out of 9 games, you've got 4 difficult games out of 9.
Okay, but
That's without me even trying to rack my.
Wait, these
brains
4
to-
difficult games include Chelsea.
Yes. You
okay,
have
so
to
Arsenal
have
has
to
done
respect the fact that
double
it's a
over
derby game,
Liverpool and City.
and Chelsea are trying to come
Arsenal have
up.
done that double.
You say what?
Arsenal have done the double over Liverpool City.
No. They drew
City just
Liverpool first.
No, that's the second half of the season. As in, they've played both legs.
okay.
now.
They played.
They drew Liverpool first.
No,
First leg.
have they already played Liverpool and City?
Yeah,
I
they've
think so.
played Liverpool
And against
yes.
City, Arsenal took 4 out of 6 points.
That's
Against
that's-
Liverpool,
that's-
Arsenal took 4 out of 6 points. Those are big statements.
So
They should run over Man United and the
You've
rest.
lost to Arsenal this season, and you come and sit down here and your shoulders will be up.
Well,
As
fair
long
enough.
as it's now on the top position, that loss.
no. Aside from the fact that obviously we are winning the league. I've said it
You
several
will
times.
win the league after Arsenal beats you.
Let's see how it goes. May, right?
Maybe it's next month. But okay, how about this? Who do you think deserves to win the league? Like who they win the league this season and you go, you know what? That's about fair. The universe is a fair place.
I know you're expecting me to say Arsenal, but I'll say Liverpool.
I'm not expecting anything. It's
I'll
you.
say Liverpool.
You think I have expectations?
Do you know why?
So that club can take it away.
We've been competing in 4 different competitions.
Mm-hmm.
We won 1 already. We got ousted recently by United in the FA Cup. We have 2 active ones remaining. Same thing with Arsenal.
Europa.
I've already won a trophy. It shows the intent. You understand? So Arsenal were ousted in the Carabao Cup, I think earlier in the competition. Same thing in the FA Cup. Liverpool ousted Arsenal. So when you say, "Oh, Arsenal have defeated Liverpool,"
Well,
this
I used
season,
to believe
you
that
need to understand that
any club
Liverpool
that
have
wins just
actually
the league,
ousted.
for me, is better than the club that wins both the FA and Carabao Cup. For me.
Here we go again with Manchester United mathematics. But anyways, that's good for you.
Is that a
I'm
one-sided
happy. No, no,
thinking?
no. I'm happy for you for that mentality. Anyways, I'm actually happy for you because I would. I was actually
Would
looking
you
for.
rather win
I've been
FA
looking
Cup
for
and
a way.
Carabao
I've been
Cup
looking.
and
I've
lose
been
the
looking
Premier
for a way
Ship
to send subliminal shots,
would
but
you rather win the FA Cup
I
and
mean,
Carabao Cup and lose the
and lose
Premier
Premier
Ship?
League?
Or
So
would you
what?
win the
Would
Premiership?
you rather Liverpool have already won the Carabao Cup?
exactly. It's
You're
in my
out
pouch
of
already.
you're out of
Would
the
you
FA
rather
Cup.
win Carabao and FA Cup and lose Premiership? Hold on. Or win Premiership and lose Carabao and FA Cup? Which one would you rather
The
win?
Premiership is very, very, very important.
You've just agreed with me. So where the Manchester
Mathematics coming from?
No, I didn't hear what you said in the first place.
Uh-uh.
I thought you said.
So
listen,
the
listen,
mathematics
listen.
jumped out
No,
of
no.
your mouth.
Listen to what I heard. I thought he said if Liverpool, since Liverpool will take the Carabao Cup, he wants Arsenal to take the Premier League. That was what I heard, and I was like, okay,
Me, I'm
what
worried.
kind of mathematics
How
is
did
that?
you hear?
From here, we'll go to see the physios. I hope there's a doctor around in the studio.
How did your own ear?
No, he didn't say. He didn't say it clearly. Actually, I didn't hear that.
This what
On this
me
table.
ahead.
Moving on.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, so
But to be honest, I actually heard it, but I just didn't like the way he said it.
Anyway, let me
I
congratulate,
didn't like the way he said it actually.
congratulate
So
Liverpool
that is why I didn't support
for
him.
being
top of the table.
on top
Okay,
of
fair-
the table
fair enough.
before continental engagements. Again, I'm repeating
it's
myself.
a boost.
Of the three teams, I think Arsenal has the slimmest of chance and history to win the league.
Well, to me, I still feel the
Hold
favourites
on.
are City anyway.
But I would be happy for what Arsenal has put in and where they have come. I'll really be happy if they can win the league.
I think at the end of the day, whoever wins will deserve it because at the end of the day, the table doesn't lie.
Yeah.
And when the league season ends, everybody will end up where they deserve to end up.
Yes.
But I just think if you are in a 3-horse title race and you took 8 points from your 2 rivals, if you end up not winning the league,
It will hurt.
It will hurt. It will sting very, very differently because you will know that, it's because of what happened in some of the other games. If you're telling me that Arsenal have taken 4 points off Liverpool, they've taken 4 points off Man City.
Yes.
They end up not winning the Premier League title this season.
Should I be honest with you
It would
guys?
sting.
Should I
But
be
the,
honest?
the fight will go down to the wire. This is
Should I be
looking
honest
like
with
it.
you guys? Remember, VAR is actually part of the big should I say masquerade, the big masquerade, the big enemy to Liverpool this season because
That means
20%.
Arsenal and Man City invented VAR.
No, I'll let you go on. Go on.
Manchester United fans.
No, go on now.
You
I'm
people are-
listening to you.
people are a different gravy.
I'm listening to you.
Listen, they said there's a statistic that says 20% of VAR errors has gone against Liverpool.
20% of,
Yes.
of the total
VAR
of
errors.
VAR errors.
Yes, 20%.
Give me an
Just one team.
give me an example. Explain that. First of all, I can't verify that stat, but give me an example of when
I said
that's
it
happened.
is verifiable. You can use your internet.
No,
Check
I
it
said,
out.
I said,
whenever.
give me an example. I can
The
verify
game
that
against
because-
Arsenal, first leg, their captain handled the ball in their box. He handled it clearly. Okay.
Clearly, and VAR missed it.
Yes.
Clearly, then VAR now
Clearly,
missed
yes.
it. What a
Then we have the
contradiction.
Liverpool Chelsea first leg. Liverpool had a corner kick. They took the corner, and then their striker, Nicholas Jackson, handled the ball. Clearly, it was a ball to hand incident. Clearly, there was nothing done. Then
So VAR can miss clear chances.
But you just said it was a ball to hand incident.
it was, hand to ball rather.
Okay, so
I said
his,
it was
his,
a hand
his
to ball.
no, you said ball to hand. But anyway, so that means his hand was
Then, yeah, his hand was
in an
out of
unnatural
place.
position.
Yes,
Okay.
it was out of place. Then the Liverpool thought now. Liverpool scored a very legal goal, and then the VAR upturned it and said no.
Why?
It was an offside goal. Don't ask me why. These things are on the internet.
No,
you
no,
can
no,
go and check it.
like you said,
I
you
am a
upturned
Liverpool
it.
fan. I
Okay.
view almost all my games.
Okay.
Okay? I watch all my games.
Okay.
So when I tell you something, I'm not telling you out of sentiment. I'm telling you what is
Yeah,
facts.
and that's
you
very
can
interesting.
take it to the bank.
Because there's this
Okay.
thing about Liverpool fans that is very, very popular. We've been saying this is when I was a kid. I've always heard this about Liverpool fans. Every time I meet a Liverpool fan, I experience this. Liverpool fans have a perpetual victim mentality. 90 minutes of football, a Liverpool fan typically cannot leave a football match not feeling that they've been hard done by in some form or the other. It's a perpetuated character. We see it over and over and over and over again. Chooks has been here, an Arsenal fan. Not once have I heard him lament or cry or moan or VAR is against me. But Chappie,
Liverpool. I
you
mean,
must-
Arsenal, Newcastle first leg.
So
Did you see the game?
So is there a bias
Did
against
you watch
Liverpool?
the game?
Is there an
Did
officiating
you
bias
watch the
against
game?
Liverpool?
Arsenal,
The VAR was
Newcastle
invented
first
by
leg.
Man City and Arsenal.
Yes, to
Anyway, like I said, congratulations, Liverpool. You are
Manchester
just
United fans.
you are where
Man,
you want to be.
I don't know. I
It's a
don't.
good place.
I would
Moving
never.
on.
I would never have believed in my wildest dream that this is how Manchester United fans would be reduced to. Like, this is where you guys just start attacking teams that are way above you guys. Man, it's
nobody's above
yeah.
us.
Moving on.
Nobody's above us. I mean,
Moving
you're
on.
above
I mean,
us, but anyway,
Using
like
all
you
this
say,
energy
moving on.
instead of attacking your manager,
Moving
Moving on for time.
the board of your team.
Do you want us to
You
do
are
that?
facing Liverpool,
I'm
who is
ready,
at the top of the
I'm
league.
ready.
Are you
Moving
people
on.
I'm
serious?
ready.
Hey!
But Manchester United.
They just got to
Chinekele.
the top of the league. They were not
said
there.
what?
They were
before.
not there before.
You say what?
Don't worry.
You
Man
say what?
Man United are actually
You know, the
inconsequential.
top is an edge. Is the most difficult place to be.
See.
Because if you move, you will fall off the edge.
Very funny.
And so, with the remaining fixtures,
The very funny
with
thing
the
is,
remaining fixtures,
the
after
position where Liverpool is at right now, I can't really.
Liverpool
I can't really
will
hear what
engage in
Manchester
Europa
United
League.
fans
Are you
are saying.
aware? Man City, Arsenal, and co. So they are not telling where injuries will come from. They are not telling. So congrats to Liverpool for being where they are. I'm
Exactly.
happy for
Congratulate
them.
the teams that are doing fine. Don't hate. That's it.
There's no congrats. Wait, the
Moving
congratulations are not in order. Congratulations are in order when medals are handed out and there's a trophy to hand out.
For now,
For now, no.
Yeah. For now,
Does anybody congratulate Aston Villa or Arsenal? Like, is it Aston? Which one? Aston Villa. I
did
think
you
it-
congratulate
or
Liverpool when they
Arsenal,
won the Carabao Cup?
When they won the Carabao Cup?
Yeah. Did you congratulate?
Yeah,
No.
I flew over to Anfield. I swear to you.
Okay.
I promise you. I was
Okay.
there. I shook Jurgen Klopp's hand and offered
Okay.
my
Okay.
humble
he
congratulations.
went on the aeroplane of Keke Marwa.
EJ Crane.
Moving on.
Moving on, we are done with topics and we're moving on to my questions. This is one of my favorite parts. You know why? Because you never do well in this question and answer game. You like this.
I won last week.
Eh?
Yes.
Lie. Chooks
Out
won.
of 3 questions, I won twice.
Chooks won last week.
Go and
Well,
check.
Chooks is
Go
not
and
he's
check.
runner up with Jogging Club.
I won. I answered 2 questions. He answered
I'm
one.
going to start like taking anyway. It's just 2 of you. I
Well,
have
just
three-
give me the toughest question.
I
you
have 3
on-
questions.
on-
3
on-
questions each for you guys and to you.
Okay.
Which team has won the most EPL titles?
Okay. We've had this conversation.
Chappie Chase, you always lose this game.
Allow me speak, please. Let me answer the question. Allow
Yeah,
me.
Go ahead.
We've been talking for at least for an hour now,
Mm.
and by the grace of God, I've been trying to talk about a particular team, but you guys don't let me talk. And funny enough, the first question you throw at me, you're expecting me to call the
Bro,
team's
don't be
name.
me arrange them. The question.
Okay,
the
well,
first one I saw.
the English team with the most Premier League trophy.
Yeah. Which team has the most EPL titles and how many titles?
It is Kano Pillars.
Kano Pillars.
Yes, 25 titles. I'd rather say Kano Pillars and lose the question than call that team.
Audience, you people can see that this person is not well. This person is
Yes.
not alright.
You want me to give?
Anyway,
you want me to give?
English Premier League, Canopilla.
Yes, yes. I
You
felt
know,
the
I used
question,
to hear
yes.
that there are 22 levels of madness.
Yes.
22. Canopillas went to is Manchester United. Let's move.
the answer is Manchester United with
Yeah,
13,
you want? Yes. I
13
rather.
English Premier League titles.
Who are
is
second?
more-
Who are second?
Second, I think right now, second is between Chelsea and Man City. I currently do not
Okay.
know. It's not here. But there's a club that
Three.
big club actually, like very very traditionally big club in England.
Chelsea
Yeah.
are second.
Chelsea should be second.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe third Man
City
City.
third.
Third Man City. If you win one, where do you rank in this thing? Like
It's
the people-
Pato ranking. You rank where
the people
Pato
that-
ranking.
the people that have one Premier League title. Where do they rank? Anyway.
Losai.
Anyway, next question. That's for you, Little Giant. Who is the all-time leading goal scorer in the EPL, and with how many goals?
Wayne Rooney. Okay,
Wayne-
Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer, correct.
Alan Shearer.
Do you know the
Funny
number of
how you
goals?
people are calling your legends now.
Do you know the number of goals?
260.
Oh wow, that's very accurate. 260. Alan Shearer, highest
Oh!
Premier League goal scorer with
Oh, followed by Wayne Rooney.
260 goals.
It's actually Harry Kane second, not your win, whatever.
Anyway, okay. Okay, third question to you. I said I'll ask two per category. We're still in the English Premier League category. Next one is for you, Chappie Chase. Which club won the inaugural Premier League title in 1992-1993 season?
Blackburn.
Manchester United.
Blackburn Rovers. Ipswich.
Newcastle.
Ipswich.
You're close. Try. It's not Blackburn. Try. There was a club. Think 1992, 1993. Inaugural EPL season.
This man, Kevin
I
Keegan,
think
where was he
Liverpool finished
coach?
somewhere like I don't even know that
I
season,
think-
but
I
they
think
were
that's- I
involved.
Nottingham Forest.
Think. Try. Chappie.
1992
1992, 1993 season.
should be Liverpool. Is it Liverpool?
The answer is Manchester United, Chappie. Liverpool have only won one Premier League title, Chappie.
I say
It
I
cannot
no go
be.
I no go call that team.
It cannot.
You no go see
It
me call
cannot
that
be.
team.
Next
Okay.
question,
What?
please. Next question.
They play my fans.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. Who holds the record for the most assists in a single EPL season? I'll hint you, it's a record two players hold.
Is Stevie Gerrard one of them?
No,
Ryan Giggs?
no,
Wayne Rooney?
no,
Cesc Fabregas?
no. And little giant, that's four names you've called now.
Hey, let me keep calling. Give me up to
You,
10.
you have one more because Chappie wants to try.
No, I'm not trying. I'm just going to say it.
Okay, you know. Okay, no problem.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Kevin De Bruyne?
Correct, Kevin De Bruyne. It's a joint record. He holds it with someone else. Who's that?
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry. That's very
Okay,
good.
so I've gotten my two.
That's
questions.
too easy.
That's very good. Okay, so now we leave the EPL. We go over to the Champions League.
Okay.
Chappie, your question. Which player has won the UEFA Champions League title with three different clubs?
Clarence Seedorf.
Mention the clubs.
Real Madrid.
1,
AC Milan.
2,
Juventus.
Ajax.
Ajax. Yeah.
This
Ajax.
goes.
Ajax.
A nice one. That was fair. That was
Ajax,
fair.
yes.
Little Giants. Which club has won the most UEFA Champions League titles?
Haba, Real Madrid.
Correct. Okay, moving on. Chappie. Which team won the first ever UEFA Champions League in 1955?
Real Madrid.
1956?
They won it back to back 5 times, I think. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Little Giants. Who is the all-time leading goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo with 130 goals. That's
Only him.
That is
That's
there are
awesome.
clubs that don't have that
Yes.
number of goals in
Yes.
Champions League
Yeah.
history. Okay, so equal points. We're leaving Champions League now because you guys basically got everything. Now here we're not going to fail. We're entering the Nigeria national football team category. First question, Chappie Chase.
Okay.
Who is the all-time leading goal scorer for the Nigerian national team?
Rashidi Yekini.
Nice one. How many goals?
36.
Wow, 37.
37.
You people know football. Oh. What? You people don't do anything again.
Come
in the
on,
house.
man. Come
You guys
on.
watch football. That's
Come on,
super
please.
impressive. Little Giants. When did Nigeria win the first Africa Cup of Nations? Oh, sorry. When did Nigeria win its first Africa Cup of Nations title?
1980.
1980. Correct. Chappie. Which Nigerian player has won the most caps for the national team? Anyway,
Ahmed Musa.
Wrong. Two more tries.
Most caps.
Most caps for the Nigerian national team.
John Mikel Obi.
Wrong.
Joseph
Yobo.
Yobo.
Wrong.
Vincent Enyama.
Correct. Vincent Inyama, with over 100 appearances, has the most caps for the Nigerian national team.
Okay.
Last question to Little Giants. This one is too easy.
How do you know?
This one is too easy. Let me go to the next one. In which year did Nigeria debut in the FIFA World Cup?
1994.
Correct. Okay, fair enough. They don't need beat you. You see. Anyway, let's see. Oh, okay. That's about it. That's all the questions I have. But I feel like asking one more.
Okay.
So I'll ask one more. I always like to ask one that's based on relevancy.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm just going to, I don't know the answer, but I'll ask it. And I'm asking this, I'll just give the audience a bit of my mindset here. The match between Man City and Arsenal over the weekend, we hear that there's a statistic, I don't know the accurate number, but they had an insane number of passes. There was a large number of passes in that match. So in the spirit of that, I'm going to ask a question. Over the Premier League this season, which club has the second highest number of passes completed in Premier League this season? As I ask that, I go to check because I don't even know.
Is it the team with the most
team.
passes?
What
this
team
season?
has the most?
The
what
second
team has
most
the second most passes
passes.
in Premier League this season? And I'll do everybody a favor. I'll tell you who has the first. The first team with the most passes Premier League this season is Manchester City with 19,723 passes. Second is
Liverpool.
18,716
That
passes.
should be Liverpool because we pass too much.
Arsenal.
Wrong.
Second team.
Mm-hmm.
Aston Villa.
Wrong.
He said Liverpool.
He said Liverpool. It's obviously wrong. They just hoof the ball to Salah. Those people don't play football. They don't.
Tottenham.
No, it's not Tottenham. Tottenham is third. Try, Chappie, try.
Man United.
Uh.
Man, you don't be club. Who will I call now?
Oh my God, you guys will never guess the answer. So let me just go ahead and.
Or Bradford. Bournemouth.
Blackburn.
Are you
Is he a B club?
Brighton.
Hey.
Okay.
Brighton have the second most passes with 18,716 passes in the Premier League this season. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another episode of the Center Circle podcast. I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to talk about in the next episode. So I can't wait. Stay tuned. Stay with us. It's been lovely having you guys. Great talking about football with you guys. It's been a ride. Goodbye.
Ciao.